Hello and welcome, y'all. Today I'm back in Aloft and we're doing a video on farming. So I'm going to build a farm really quickly. We're going to take a look at the gardening and plants. Basically, we'll look at cooking foods to see how those benefit, but then we'll also take a look at animals as well to see how those can be beneficial. So let's get to it. Now, I'm not going to show the whole building step by step for this farm that I made, but I'll go ahead and do a quick snippet of it so y'all can see just kind of how it started, and then we'll look at where it ended up, what it came to. Now, the crop plots are actually really nice because they kind of mesh together whenever you place them snapping to each other. So that's actually pretty cool. I really like that feature a lot to make it all seamless. You can unlock the crop plots either by using the sketchbook if you find any out in the world while you're exploring, or through the knowledge stones. So definitely keep exploring to find those. But all you do is plop them down, you till the soil, and you can start planting your seeds. There are a variety of different crops you can plant. You can do any of the veggies that you may find out in the world. You can do any of the flowers in here. So it just depends on what exactly you're needing is what I recommend growing. One food that I prefer to use the most at the moment, just based off the recipes I have learned, is the tomato soup, and we'll get into the reason why later. So I tend to like to plant a lot of tomatoes, plus the seeds I can use to make grain for the pheasants. So that's always helpful to plant corn, so you can turn the seeds for that into grain. So it just depends on what you're needing. Go ahead and plant what you need. Some of the seeds that you plant, once it comes time to harvest, will keep producing, so you don't have to replant something. Some of them you will have to replant once it comes time to harvest. The reason why I left the little farm area or the plant area open on the top is that way when it rains, it can automatically water all of my crops. So I don't have to always come through here and continually water, but you can use the little leaf basket to water your crops if needed. The leaf basket will pull water from in your inventory, or you can always go to a pond or some kind of water source and draw the water from there too. It does take some time for them to grow, and at some point in the middle of their growth, they will need water again. So you can either use the leaf bucket to go water them or let the rain do it. They're not going to go bad or die off if there is no water. They'll just kind of sit there and not progress anymore until you do come back and water them. Once they are fully grown, you'll see the little glow that they give off, and you can come and harvest them. You can rewater them. For the ones that are actually going to continually give you crops, just rewater them. They'll keep going. And the ones that don't, you just pick them and then go ahead and replant some more crops and you're good to go. All of the seeds can be found just by harvesting the different plants and veggies you find on the islands. So any of them you see that have that glowiness to them, go ahead and grab your sickle or grab them, whatever way it is to harvest, and you'll start grabbing some seeds. On to the animals. So as you can see, I have built a tiny little stable area here for my sheep and my goats, my alpacas, and they definitely leave me a lot of presents. Normally I'd say, hey, throw out the poop, but in this game the poop is important. You definitely want to hold on to the poop. So anytime you go up to where your animals are, make sure you grab all the poop. You can throw that into the compost bin and it'll just continually keep giving you compost, which is awesome. So the animals are very helpful in that when it comes to the farming and the gardening. You can use the compost in these little planters here. So for example, these round ones I'm putting out, you go ahead and plop them down, you put the compost in, you choose your seeds. It does have to take a smaller plant. So like the flax, I tend to throw in these. It turns out looking really nice. You could even use them just decoratively like I am. So it's these little bluish kind of purple flowers. It's very pretty to see. But once you get your actual farming with your veggies and stuff, you can come over to a campfire or some kind of cooking thing that you have, and you make sure you have your cooking trays on there as well. You can put multiple on them, but this is where you're going to look at your recipes that you can craft. Each recipe will show you the buffs that it gives, and it'll show you the time limit for how long it lasts. The tomato soup is my favorite just because of how long it lasts for, but the loaves are really good too, like the pumpkin loaf and the corn loaf. So those are ones you're definitely going to want to look at. The yogurt isn't bad either. They all have really good buffs, so just take a look and see what you have, what options you have available to you, and see what you're looking for. And you have the option to craft as you need. Recipes can be found in chests that you find when you're looting around the different islands, so make sure you keep your eyes out for any of those. But this has been the quick video I had on farming. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching and for all the love and support. I would love to hear about any recipes you find useful or any seeds and plants that you find to be more productive to plant, or any ideas you have to build your own farms. I always love hearing what the community has as well. So definitely let me know in the comments below. Please remember to like and subscribe for more. I do have a link in the top right to another one of my Aloft videos. And remember, y'all are amazing.